Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Creative Time with Emma, and also welcome to another Thoughtful Thursday. For today, basically, we alternate all of our days. So for those of you who've been following me, you already know that we alternate all of our days. But for my new followers, this is the day. It's called Thoughtful Thursday, and we make a card where we actually send to someone, okay? So we've been doing this for a while, and I really like, because this forces yourself, okay, I'm specifically making this card for a particular person in mind, and you actually send it to them instead of just making it and just throwing it on your desk and all those cards just pile up. So today we are going to make a super simple card. I have my boys home from school, so they're patiently waiting out there for me. So I told them I was going to make this short and sweet. So anyways, basically what we're going to do, for my card, we are going to use this circle stitched pattern die. So basically this is just only a whole bunch of little circle stitching, and you'll see how it looks on my card. And someone asked, what are these two extra pieces for? So basically the way I designed this where you could arrange this on your card, different ways. And if there's little spots that are missing, like if you want to cover up a full background or something like that, so you run this through your machine a couple of times. You just, you run it through once and you move it over, run it through again. And if you have some empty spots, you could go ahead and use those for that, okay? Someone asked, so I figured I might as well just go ahead and answer that right now on video. Okay, so we're going to use that along with this one called Believe in Your Dreams, and we're just going to use the big feather right there. And then another one of my older sets, this one's called Picture Perfect, but we're going to use the little smile word right there. It's a die, which is this little smile word die right there, okay? Okay, so basically what I did was I used some gold embossing powder, which is this right here, the Wow Metallic Gold Rich Superfine Embossing Powder. I used that. And what I did was I went ahead, and I'm going to show you. Okay, here we go. I went ahead and I got my Versamark pad, and I just kind of turned, opened it up, turned it over, and just, kind of put it on my paper there. And then I went ahead and I just sprinkled the embossing powder, and this way I could get, because I was about to cut out my gold paper, but the color wasn't matching, so I figured I went ahead and I just embossed the paper, and then I used that to cut out my die, so this way it can match perfectly. So just a little tip, just in case you wanted to do something like that, okay? So anywho, here we go right here. So what I'm going to do, I am going to just adhere everything down. Like I said, this is a super simple card, really quick. So today is Wednesday, and the boys, I'm pretty sure all schools had off today. Okay, let me go ahead for Veterans Day. Okie dokie. So I'm just using this here. This is just my little multi-matte medium. And I have the little precision tip on here, which I love, especially for little more intricate dies like this. So this is just going to go right here like so. Okay, let me just want to make sure this block isn't dirty before I put it down there, just to hold it down a tad. And I do have the little eye, the little dot for the eye. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it out here. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and then just put a little bit of adhesive right there for the dot. And this time I didn't even take the dot out of the die, because I did not want to lose it like I always do, because I always have to recut it. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to go ahead and let that dry. In the meantime, what I want to do is I want to use my Wink of Stella. And what I did was I added water to it because it was getting really dry. And I have like 3 of them, so there's no reason for me to buy another, but they're all getting like this because I use them so much. I just added water. Let me see. So what you do to add water, you just unscrew that top. Then you just, I don't want to take it off, I don't want it to drip all over my card. Then you just add water in here, and then you just, you know, re-shake it up. That's why I have glitter on me, because I wanted to, it seems like when you add the water, all of a sudden it reacts, it reactivates all of the little shimmery that's in there. So I want to go ahead and just, oh man, I just dripped some on my card. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright, hold on one second, let me grab, I don't want to use a wet, hold on one second. Okay, you know, I'm not even going to worry about it because I'm going to creatively cover that up with the feather somehow. So I'm just going to move it out of the way completely, okay? So that's why I said when you refill it, it kind of gets really, you know, drippy. So you just have to be careful. That wasn't very smart of me to leave that underneath anyway. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and just color this in just to make it a little bit more shimmery. Actually, not more, just to make it shimmery, because I cut this out with some white cardstock from my favorite paper tray ink. So I'm just going to go ahead and just to make a little shiny. I love this stuff. Okay, just like so. Now I'm afraid to handle it. Let me just kind of dry it up a little bit. Okay, let me find the cover. Oh, here it goes. Okay, let's put the cover on this. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and just add some of this little thread here. We're going to make a ribbon. We're just going to tie a little ribbon around the bottom here. So let me just go ahead and get this started. I'm not sure if I want to double it. Okay, let's double it actually. So I'm just cutting a little piece. I'm just going to fold it in half here. This is clearly too big, but it's okay. There's plenty on there. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and then I'm just going to go ahead and just pretend like I'm making a knot here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put it right here. So I could tie it at the end there. There we go. I mean, I could just make a knot and glue it down, but I'm going to try and do it this way. See if it'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add a little bit of this glue here just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, let me find the cover here. Okie dokie, so let's go ahead and then try the best I can to make a little bow here. This stuff's a little bit tricky to work with because it is really thin, but I think we did it. Just go ahead and just pull these little tails through. Okay, I knew this was, I had a feeling this was going to happen. For some reason, one always just decides to just twist, you know. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then I could go ahead and fix it better once we get it on the actual card, okay? So here goes my almost devastating card here because I dripped that stuff right there. So I figure I'm just going to put this on at an angle to cover that up. Remember, like I've said from day one, there's no mistakes in paper crafting, so remember that. Something could always get fixed. Okay, right there, see? Okay, now I feel better. Okay, at first I was kind of freaking out just a little bit. Alright, so let me go ahead and just kind of pull those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trim these here. just like so. And then what we're going to do, let me go ahead and just push that down there. And then we're just going to go ahead and just add it to a plain white card base. And I already put the little pop-up tape on the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and take off all the little release papers really fast. And then that's it. I'm actually going to call it a day. And I may add sequins. I just don't have them here. Unfortunately, I was using them in the other room and I forgot to bring them back. So I may add some sequins. So that's the only difference you will see on this card. Okay, everyone? So hopefully you like that. It is, like I said, super plain. Super, super simple. But it's actually, I really like the way it came out. And I love just the whole stitching. That kind of just gives it a little bit more character. I love it. Okay, everyone, so that's it for today. Don't forget to visit my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com to see what the rest of my awesome design team has made for you today. And also, if I don't come back tomorrow, don't forget to join us on Monday for our first day of sneaky peeks for this month's release for November. Okay, everybody, I'm super excited. It's going to be super duper fun. Okay, so have a fabulous day, everybody, and I will see you back here soon. Bye bye.